Well, there was a point in time when I went to Atlantic Records and I came back home and I saw the band. And it was Farmer Nappy and Roger George and Peter C., all my lead singers. And they were all fighting Justin for who going to be the star. And I would just watch them rehearse because I was like then solo on my own.
Right.
And I had to sit down with them sometimes and say, you know, certain artists who I had come up with, people like Patrice and Farmer and Benjai and Zan. And I sat with them one time and I said, look, guys, I think right now, you all need to get your own managers. Because at that point, my mom and they were still managing everybody. But I was like, I think you all need to get your own managers, your own day-to-day managers. We could still advise because I feel like I need to take the management team and point them in a direction. I need all of their focus. And I think that these other artists have come to the maturity where they deserve someone to focus on them and let them. Yeah. And it was a hard decision to have. They thought I was breaking up with them, but I was really not breaking up. I was like a parent putting a child in his own apartment and putting him on his own strength, knowing that they were ready.
Right.
So it was a hard decision to have, but for me, I had to be really honest for them to understand. And I think in retrospect, looking back at it now, we could see that they grew into,
incredible.
They are as big as Machel Montano.
Right.
And now we could, or me and Farmer used to dream about that. I'll own a building here, you'll own your building, and I'll look at her and say, yo, Mauricio, I have 2 million, how much you have? And he'll be like, I got 1.5, I got 6. And she'll be like, I have 8. And then we could put all that together and do something big that we all became.
Yeah.
So, and I think, you know, in the moment is scary.
As well too. Kitch as well, right?
Yeah, Colonel became his own force. Everybody became a force to reckon with on their own. Yeah. But it was hard to break up the band or break up the family in those moments to let it know. But I really needed the transformation that I was looking to make and the change I was looking to make. I didn't want to, you know, not be able to support them the way that they needed the support.
Yeah.
I've again been lucky and privileged to be a witness to a lot of the conversations where sometimes Machel has to let someone go from the team or a transition has to happen. And the way in which he is able to communicate those changes and the narrative of and the journey of that conversation from a philosophy to start with to key points and then to like a conclusion, it's like a masterclass to be able to watch him have these kind of HR level convos. And